Join me, lead night sky ranger Jeff, also known as Stardad, as planet Earth and planet Mars once again get as close as they will be for the next 2.25 years. January brings cold, clear, and long nights which are great for observing and astrophotography. So go out and enjoy this once every 2.25 year experience as we examine Mars.
Mercury is in the early morning sky in the northeast, shining on the 1st at magnitude minus 0.4, rising to 6 degrees above the horizon at 6:30. By late in the month, Mercury will disappear into the rising brightness of the sun. Venus shines brightly to the southwest all month. At magnitude minus 4.4, it is easy to mistake it for an aircraft as the light gets diffracted in our atmosphere and it blinks red and green. Its globe will span 22 arcseconds, making it an easy target to investigate, but unfortunately it's completely cloud covered. Venus reaches greatest elongation from the Sun on the 9th. This month we are going real hunting on the Moon on the 3rd. First we look to the northeast on the Moon and find Mare Crisium. Then scan north of it to find crater Cleomedes. Zoom in on it and notice the numerous craters inside the 80-mile wide Cleomedes. Look for the rill Rima Cleomedes, a long, thin line going from northeast to southwest. Winter is a good time to view this as atmospheric turbulence is minimal. Nonetheless, take your time in observing the Moon, waiting for those moments of superior clarity. Of course, this is Mars month. It only occurs once every 2.25 years when Mars reaches opposition, which this time around is January 12th, with opposition occurring on the 15th. This is the time to explore our diminutive neighbor as its apparent size increases by a factor of about 6. You should at the minimum be able to see the North Pole ice field. Unfortunately, it is an apohelic apposition, meaning Mars is near its maximum range for us for this event, being some 69 million miles away. I'll list what you can see at various dates in the calendar of events. Our asteroid of the month continues this month with 15 Eunomia. The 15 indicates that it is the 15th largest asteroid. Look for it near IC 410, NGC 1893, and Auriga crossing into Taurus. Sketch it a couple of days apart to see which star moved. Photography should reveal its movement within an hour or so. Jupiter is quite bright at magnitude minus 2.7, almost 40 degrees above the horizon in January at sunset, reaching maximum altitude by 10 p.m. at the beginning of the month and 8 p.m. at the end of January. I'll list transit times of its moons in the calendar of events. Saturn is rapidly getting ready to shift to become a morning object. It is still in the evening sky this month, setting to the west at 10 p.m. on the 1st and 8 p.m. on the 31st. It shines at magnitude 1.1, bright but not brilliant. The rings, which are at a measly 40 degrees, will be completely edge-on by March. So now is the time to view the rings at their maximum for the year. Look for relatively bright Titan, its largest moon. Iapetus, the two-faced moon, will be at its brightest on New Year's Eve at 8 arc minutes from Saturn, at 10th magnitude fading to 11th as it nears inferior conjunction. Uranus appears stationary in apparent retrograde until the end of the month. Its 4 arcsecond blue disk is easy to spot in Aries the Ram. Being high in the evening sky means it's a great time to spot the lightly larger dot than Neptune. It's only 8 degrees from the Pleiades. Neptune is 12 degrees east of Saturn, shining at magnitude 7.8. As usual, you'll need binoculars or a small telescope to see its blue dot of 2 arcseconds. The quadrantid meteors occur December 28th to January 12th, peaking on the 3rd with a maximum of 80 meteors per hour after 2 a.m. These showers are among the best for the year. They start around 9 p.m. and realistically you should expect 25 to 30 meteors per hour. Comet 33P Linear 2024 is our comet of the month. This magnitude 10 comet is rather dim and will require an 8-inch telescope to view it. Alternatively, a real-time stacking telescope such as the Seestar S50 is capable of capturing it in dark skies. Our constellation of the month is Eridanus, rising from the horizon to 44 degrees. The river wanders dramatically. Our object of the month is NGC 1535, a planetary nebula. It's also known as Cleopatra's Eye, and to some lesser extent as Eskimo's Wife, Celestial Jellyfish, and Ghost of Neptune Nebula. It's a pale blue nebula with a white dwarf centered in it. Our question of the month is, what happened to Ingenuity, the first man-made aircraft to fly on another planet, Mars? Ingenuity was only planned to have 5 flights, but it accomplished 72. NASA, after a thorough investigation, believes that due to the lack of surface features where it was last flying, the navigation system had no object to lock on and subsequently crashed. This amazing, large and light aircraft has paved the way for future aircraft explorers of Mars. Here's your orrery. Here's the calendar of events. Go out and enjoy the cold evening skies of January and get a chance, if you can, to view Mars. Finally, join us in observing Mars at the Bill Memorial Library on the 13th or 14th and at the Lebanon Historical Society on the 18th or 25th, weather depending.